Hashtag no music, no intro. Ryan, can I get a let's fucking go, bitch? Just one time for the people. Can I get one?
Let's fucking go, bitch.
Let's go.
Telling you. Beautiful, bro.
This is, without hyperbole, a top 5 win in Sean Payton's tenure as head coach. And that's a long time. That's a long time. It's top 5.
That's how good it felt, bro.
We talked about we just wanted to beat him, bro. Like whatever happens in Tampa at this point don't matter. We wanted this one. We wanted this game. We talked about this game, and what was like a third offensive drive of the game. Well, it's third offensive drive of the game. James gets horse collared. We pretty much know more than likely probably tore his ACL, hoping that he didn't tear his ACL and his MCL. Taysom still in concussion protocol. So we had to turn to Trevor Siemian, bro.
Trevor Siemian, bro. We hadn't even really seen this guy. Even in the preseason, like it was
Trevor Siemian, and the fondest memory, but it's not a fond memory, but the most memories I have of Trevor Siemian is the time that Kevin and I went to that Saints Broncos game.
Yeah.
That got blocked the extra point. Trevor Siemian was the starting quarterback of the Broncos in that game.
He played pretty good in that game.
They turned to Trevor Siemian, and like you tweeted, bro, it's a new movie. It's a fucking new movie. And the Saints are now 5-2. They beat the Bucs. They're a half game out of first place in the NFC South.
That's crazy, bro.
I don't even know where to start. At time to time we come off. I guess we come off maybe a little negative, but we just like to keep shit real. I just want to start, just the feeling, the way the dome was rocking when PJ Williams,
man, like that was one moment when I was watching. I was like, man, I wish I was in there right now for that moment.
Me and you, bro, like.
Because everybody booties was clenched. Everybody cheeks was clenched tight. And Brady almost throws a pick right before that.
Yeah, to Marcus.
But everybody's thinking the same thing. Like, no. This is Tom Brady in the 2-minute drill, about to go down and win it, and it's gonna be game over. Like we've seen this movie over and over and over.
And let's not forget, like it wasn't. They didn't even need a touchdown. They needed a field goal.
They just needed a field goal. This is a field goal. They just needed to score. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't need a touchdown. It's like, and I know people are going up like, oh man, Sean Payton put it right back on the field. And I get it. I was pissed too, but it's like you could tell.
That was some shitty play calling, bro.
He defended it in his person. He was like, "Look, we were trying to be aggressive. We tried to score." But I'm like, "Hey,
I get that, bro.
Have you not been a Saints head coach on these years, bro?
The Bucs didn't have to call. Okay, we're gonna hold off on it. We being positive. Come on.
But when he got that pick, man, not only to get the pick, but to have Ohio State to run it back.
Stayed in bounds, ran it back. Thank goodness he didn't pull a Corey White.
I envisioned it, bro, when he reached out with that ball in his hand. I was like, that's the same about score we as fans, bro. Just score. We can't even have good things.
PJ Williams, who let's give PJ his flowers, man. He has played stellar this season. And me and you've always, I won't say we've been PJ apologists, but we've always kind of come to his defense. Like when he's played in the slot and he's not asked to play outside, he's a decent player. Now they've moved him to be like a third safety, and he has flourished in that role. And he has had three picks. Like he's playing extremely well.
It's just like, it's about these are the type of players. You know what I'm saying? Like every team has these players, man. Like you're not gonna have a bunch of just great starters and shit like that. You got these little spot players that need to get in there, and they do like 2 or 3 things well for you, and that's about it. And that's what PJ is, man. He does like 2 things well, and now they got him like playing robbery in certain packages.
That's exactly what it is, bro. That's exactly what his role is right now.
And that's perfect for him. He's pretty good in run defense. He can tackle well most of the times. When the players in front of him, he's good. It's the other way around. That's when it goes bad. So it was just good to see him make a play. CD Deuce got an interception, even though he had a kind of Goodwin was putting it on him.
Bro, I was
ass.
Just yelling at DA because I was like, man,
can we do something? But even Roby was getting a little whooped too. I'm like, can we get something going? Because Goodwin was, he couldn't do nothing with Goodwin.
Couldn't. It's one of those things where it's you wonder if Tampa Bay, it kind of like, I'm not putting at the level of the Super Bowl, obviously, but in terms of an offense going to the well too many times, right? In the Super Bowl, Peyton Manning, they're running that action with Reggie Wayne and Garcon where they were crossing and man, and on that play for PJ, what was it? It was going to Godwin. He was running an out, and I don't know if it was bracket coverage or if PJ just broke on the ball. Either way, it was just that it was one of those things where maybe DA was like, you know what, Godwin ain't gonna beat us down the field. Like,
right?
It's not gonna be.
I think it's pick a poison. You know what I'm saying? Like, look,
yes,
they got goddamn 5 damn skill players that could beat you. So it's
bro, I was just watching that offense today, and I was just like, this is not fair, bro.
Not fair, and they're missing AB. And Gronk half the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's it? And, but it's like we talking about coming into this game. We wasn't really worried about the defense, bro. It's like, for whatever reason, the way they built this defense with the secondary, with the way DA calls games, the way he's able to mix it up, is just I'm not gonna say he has Tom Brady's number, but they're not afraid of Tom Brady at all. Like there's none at all going into the game against Tom Brady for them. Because they match up pretty well. You know what I'm saying? They're not scared of the wide receivers. They're not scared of the running backs. They're not scared of the offensive line.
They do. And the story of this game was obviously the turnovers. The Saints didn't have any. Tampa Bay had 3. I feel like, bro, as soon as I tweeted, because this was the drive that Tampa Bay was just driving, bro. And it just was just very noticeable to me that there were times in the games where there was no pass rush.
Oh, none. Yeah.
It was none. And I tweeted, I was like, man, pass rush isn't getting home. And lo and behold, Cam Jordan, who we've been hard on at times on the pod before, made a great play pushing Tristan Wirfs, makes Tom Brady fumble. 2 first was pushing his man. 2, Davian Onyemata gets the fumble recovery. So the defense did enough to win. It's funny though, when the offense went into those lulls and the Tampa Bay offense came back, it was like a blown coverage, and then Marshawn got beat. I was just in my head thinking, like, this is why it's so hard to build a fucking team on defense, bro.
It's so hard, man.
It's so hard. But
it took 2 plays. Like, it took 2 plays for them
to
get back.
That's it. But yet, when they were needed the most, they made a play that won the game. Hats off to the entire Saints team. Sean Payton coached his ass off today, except whatever happened at that 2-minute drill, bro. Like, that was just absolute, still baffling to me. And just Mark Ingram being on the team, being on the field, bro. You could feel it through the TV. And when he had a run, big plays, he was just getting amped and hyped, and the dome was rocking, and you could feel it, man. You could feel how important him being back on the team just meant.
Nah, man, it reminded me of when they were with Sean Payton signed Deuce just to run out for the playoff game or whatever.
Yeah.
Back in 2009, everybody was just hyped up because everybody loved Deuce. That's what it kind of reminded me of. But Mark Ingram can actually still play, so.
Right?
And he really did run well. Like he
did. He ran better. He probably ran better against the Tampa Bay defense than AK did.
Yeah, he did because he just has that low center of gravity, that contact balance. Just it was just perfect for what we needed. Because with Tampa Bay, you kind of got to just give it to him. You can't finesse him in the run game and all that stuff. You just got to kind of stick it in there, get behind your blockers, and go. And know that you're not going to break any 20, 30-yard gains. If you're going to just keep hitting them with them 7, 8 yards, that's money right there. You take it.
I gotta say this, man. So another big story in this game were the penalties. The Bucs had like 11 penalties, 100+ penalty yards. Me and you, when we watch football, and we are, for the most part, pretty unbiased. When people are like, "Oh, this team's dirty," we just like, "Oh, no." But there was some shit happening in this game, bro.
Yeah, man.
There was some shit happening in this game where, just as a fan who loves watching football, right, and has a lot of respect for people who play the game of football, even as they play in our division, the Tampa Bay Bucs have great players, but the amount of respect that I lost watching their defense, especially today, there was a lot of dirty shit going on the entire game. Mm-hmm. A lot of dirty shit going on.
And the worst one was Golston.
Yeah,
and I know it wasn't like Aiken was like, "Oh, that's it." It wasn't even a big. I'm like, bro.
Like, the ball was long. The ball was at least 6 seconds out of his hand.
The play was like completely over, and he got his helmet off,
and he just rocking him in the back.
And it's just stupid, really. It was like, that's just a stupid play to do. Like, why? Why did you do that? Like, why? That's what I would have asked him. Like, why did you do that? It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could see if he was still going at Toronto upstairs or something like that, but why'd you do that to the quarterback? And look, the Saints had one quarterback at that time. Like,
that's it, bro.
If Simeon got hurt, there'd be AK back there somebody. I don't know.
Bro, that's what my girl was asking me. She was like, "Who's the emergency quarterback?" I was like,
I don't know.
It was just a lot of whole shit. Can I just call it that? Just a lot of whole shit.
A lot of whole shit, man. And then your boy, the center for the Bucs, I watched him, man. He was like, a couple plays, he's just like choking dudes and throwing them on the ground. I'm like, ref,
I'm telling you, bro.
You not see this?
Ryan Jensen is one of the dirtiest players in the NFL.
Dirty, man. Dirty.
It was on the Grayson touchdown, because they brought like a cover zero blitz and they didn't switch it, and he picked up, it was Quan, I think it was, and like literally like choke slammed him down, bro. I was like, what? I want to say, I do want to say this, and we got to talk about it. The Saints are 5-2, and we've been treating this season as just enjoyed in the moment. This is probably, if we're just being honest, like, this is the hype, right? Like, unless they just go out and show out in like the playoffs, like, this is probably the height of the season. So this is why we really should enjoy it. But we wouldn't be doing a good job as a podcast if we didn't ask. It sounds like Taysom and Mike Florio had that. I think Mike Florio on Sunday night had that little tidbit that Taysom will be exiting concussion protocol this week and likely probably ready to play on Sunday against the Falcons. But the question is, like, what is the plan? What should they do at quarterback? Should they call Cam? Do you just roll with Taysom? But I feel like the plan will probably be they'll just roll with Taysom. If he's healthy, if he could start and he's healthy, I think he's shown enough in the preseason. No, he didn't beat Jameis in the competition to show that he should be the backup.
Right.
But it's an interesting thing that we got to talk about. What is the plan at quarterback going forward for the rest of the season?
Oh man, I really don't know, man, because on a certain level you wonder, like, okay, Simeon, he's not great, but he can run the Saints offense.
Yeah, you can see it, man. Some of those throws he made, they were pretty impressive. I was like, oh,
yeah,
okay,
look, he's not going to be as accurate as Drew Brees. He's not going to make some of the pinpoint throws, but he understands the short to intermediate game, great game. He can make the throws downfield when they're there. He showed pretty much decent command of the offense as far as like changing up plays, killing plays here and there. I mean, he started 25 games at least, so it's not like he's some rookie. Like he's fine. You know what I'm saying? I always kind of did like him a little bit, not as like a starter, but just as a guy you would want to have. So
Greg was always a Trevor Simeon fan, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like him. I'm not saying I'm just saying he's a guy. If you play him, I don't think there's like a big, huge gap between him and say Teddy Bridgewater. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like just production wise, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of lean towards him. But Sean Payton loves Taysom, and Taysom, provides some things. I just feel like if they go with Taysom, man, they got to open it up a little more as far as like with his running ability.
Yeah, man.
Just like they did with Jay, they let Jameis
But that's, to me, that was more Jameis. Like that wasn't
right.
Like, and I think, to that point, I think if Taysom's going to start, that whole thing where he, like we saw it last season where I don't know if he was just so focused on like proving people wrong that he can't be a quarterback from the pocket that he just chose not to run. But if he's gonna be starting, like we need, like if it's not there, I mean that's how Jameis got hurt. But you gotta pull it down and you gotta take off with it because that's his greatest attribute.
It's an advantage. It's a numbers game, man. Like you an extra runner. Like it's like we need that shit. Like I don't care, man. So I'm just wondering if it will make more sense to keep him as a playmaker with Simeon rather than put him in there as quarterback and then you just, I don't know. I just feel like the offense would be a little, I don't know, because offensively, man, those games, I mean, you got him throwing up. I mean, Mike Thomas ain't going to be back for a while. It's going to be rough, bro. I don't know. But the thing is, what's kind of crazy is like the offense has been so mediocre, and it's no disrespect to Jameis at all because I really feel bad for Jameis.
Yes.
But with him going out, I'm just like, I don't know if there's going to be like a big change on offense. I think it's just
No,
going to be kind of mediocre.
like
it doesn't have that upside, maybe.
Like status quo.
Yeah. It doesn't have the upside, maybe that could have been possible. Right. Once Mike Thomas come back and all that stuff with Jameis, and maybe it could have, been more explosive or more dynamic. But I mean, I feel like offensively they still might. Just production-wise, the yards will probably kind of be the same.
Yeah, I mean that I'm prone to agree with you there. Let's talk about the lull that the defense had. What was that? The third quarter, and Marshawn didn't have the best game. C didn't have the best game. Like the secondary overall didn't have the best game, and probably the biggest thing that was surprising to me when I was watching this game is just how the Bucs were able to just get like quick things in the run game that just were for big yardage, and that I did not expect coming into the game.
Yeah, Gio Bernard was breaking some big ones. Ronald Jones. It was tough sledding, man. Like Bucs are a great offense. It wouldn't shock me at all because they have a great offense, the best offenses in the league. So they were gonna get theirs. I just my hope was limit them. The defense did exactly how I wanted to. Limit them, be clinched early, give us a chance to put up some points that kind of forced them into, kind of comeback mode. And they had Brady, man. Like, even without some of the pressures, Brady was just confused by a lot of the coverage. Like, it's weird seeing him confused. But I don't know what they were doing. I could, you had to look at the all 22 or whatever, but he couldn't really diagnose what they were doing every time, man, because they were mixing it up back there.
They were.
And the only time, like, the big plays, like, in the third quarter, is just, again, they were trying to do too much, and maybe, like, there's the big pass play to what's that kid's name?
Grayson?
Cyril Grayson? Cyril Grayson, yeah.
That's Saints legend, Cyril Grayson, to you, bro.
Yeah, and he just got lost. They just got lost. They trying to pass players off and all that stuff. And, just miscommunication. It's like, damn, like, why would you have that right there?
Right there, bro. Right.
But it's like, that's the quandary that the Bucs present to you. Because, like, okay, you're working on Chris Godwin, and you're working on Gronk, you're working on, like, Evans, and you're working on Howard. Then they just slipped this guy in there. It's like, oh, shit. We've seen the Saints, like Drew Brees and Sean Payton, do this to other teams countless times over the years. You know what I'm saying? So,
good point. That's a great point. Just a win, just a great win. He didn't practice when we recorded the pod. We practiced on Thursday and he practiced on Friday. The presence of Deontay Harris, when he plays, bro, is so crucial. So crucial, bro. To the offense, to special team.
I just wanted to tell Trevor, like, man, keep going to him. Like, Sean Payton, keep cooking some shit up to get to Hill. You know what I'm saying? Then they had the double reverse. That was beautiful.
Was that drive that they drove that ultimately led to the field goal that gave them the lead? With Trevor Siemian against the Bucs defense, legitimately some of shot besides after the 2 minute, but from where they were to get them down the field was truly some of Sean Payton's best offensive play calling he's had in his career, bruh. His career.
No, I like that they just kept. They didn't, they be down the playbook at all. They just kept going with the plan. I don't think it would have changed whether Jameis was in there or not really that much. They just kind of stayed aggressive. They stayed throwing it.
Kevin White, bruh.
Bro, I was
said fuck your drag routes, right?
I was so hyped up in here, bro, when he caught that ball.
I was happy for him,
bro. He caught the motherfucking ball. And everybody, all the players,
the whole sideline, bro. You would have thought he caught like a 70-yard touchdown, but like for that to be his first NFL catch in 3 years,
bro. I just was happy for him, and we didn't see him again.
Nope.
But just be that, bro. You could be Brandon Coleman, man. Just catch that one.
That's it.
Catch that one, man. Oh my God, I love that. That was fun, bro. It was a fun game.
It was,
even though it had us tense. It was a fun game when you come out with a win.
And such an improbable win, like not just a win, bro. Like.
I mean, Trevor Siemian led team beat Tom Brady's Bucs, who've been unstoppable thus far. And look, man, say this about Sean Payton, bro. He been taking Todd Bowles' lunch, taking his lunch for years now, bro.
Yes.
years now, man. Even when Teddy Bridgewater went up against the Bucs a couple years ago, Drew Brees against the Bucs, even with all the mechanical errors, the problems he had physically. He been taking their lunch for years. He's taking his lunch for years now, bro. Even when he was with the Jets. I saw today Top Rules sent 22 blitz pressures.
I saw that. And someone put it in our Discord.
None of them got home. None of them. Sean Payton been eating his shit, man. Eating his shit. For whatever reason. I don't know why.
It's just, you know how it is in the NFL sometimes, bro. There are some offensive coaches that has defensive coaches' numbers and vice versa, bro.
Right. It's Zimmer and Sean Payton. Zimmer just knows that Sean Payton offense so well.
Yes.
That shit up every time.
Every time. And I gotta give a shout out to. I'm not going to even call. I'm going to drop the find it. I think we found him today. Gotta give a shout out to Nemo, bro. That block on that AK, that AK 1 yard touchdown on 4th down that was bobbled and just
to the point where AK walked that motherfucker.
And he was blocking Levante David, bro. All right, you know what? I'm gonna call him Alan Trapman, bro. That block, that was a block, man. That was a hell of a block.
It was, and I think that's going to be his forte, catching the ball. Because Garrett, man, I was like, man, this dude, man, catching the ball over the middle, I was okay. That's all we need right here.
He was looking like was it Kearney? Mike Kearney out there, bro.
Mike Kearney out there, man.
So as of right now, the Saints are 6 in the NFC, bro. Can you look at the NFC standings?
Makes no sense.
I was looking at them before the Cowboys game. And I'm gonna read off the teams. I'm gonna read off the teams in front of the Saints in the NFC. Number 1 seed, the Packers, 7-1. Saints beat them week 1. Cardinals, 7-1. Cowboys, who just beat the Vikings with the backup quarterback, 6-1. Tampa Bay, who the Saints just beat with the backup to the backup, 6-2. Rams, 7-1. Saints, 5-2.
Wow. It's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out, man.
It is. Trying to think. I mean, I feel like we this is one of these games where you can put it on and watch it 5 years from now.
Yeah.
It's still gonna bring a smile to your face.
I loved it, bro. Loved it so much. I don't know, man. I really just wanted to beat these dudes, man. And just seeing all the pictures, everybody out in New Orleans, beautiful day. Man, we had to win this game. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You just had to win it, bro.
And I mean, the big thing is you would think that sets the Saints up greatly to maybe it's not improbable that they could, and this is how big this game was, that they could win the NFC South. Not improbable.
No, it's not. I mean, they're in the mix. It really, obviously, it's really up to them, actually.
Yes.
They'd have to beat, sweep the Falcons, beat the Panthers, beat the Bucs again, and maybe, win against the Cowboys or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be easy, but it's not improbable. And they got another big game next week against the Falcons, who will be without Calvin Ridley, who did tweet today that he's stepping away from football to focus on some personal issues and his mental health. which I think I just want to say, just as you know, we've had therapists on here before. I'm glad that players are walking away from that stigma of being an athlete, being a man. You just got to push through it.
Yeah. Nah, man, I'm happy to see that. They had a little something on Lane Johnson.
Yep.
Early day, he did the same thing. Props to them, man. Like, just take a break if you need it, bro. Like, shit, y'all earn that shit. Yeah, at least earn that.
Right. Absolutely.
This game, that game, like people could, laugh and talk about, oh, you're making millions of dollars and this and that. But to get up every day and do that shit and just put your body through that pain like that, man, it takes something. And it costs.
Oh. And and on the flip side, like, think about the other side of it. Think about dealing with, like, people like us.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Speaking of which, are we going to see Peyton Turner next week? I don't know, bro.
Oh.
I don't know, bro. Like, I just want to see one game where it's who first, Cam Jordan and David Onyemata. Can I see one game?
Nice. It would be nice, wouldn't it? And shout out to Quan Alexander, bro. Like, I was like, damn, that boy fast.
And what was very interesting to me, and I don't know if you noticed it, but it seemed like as the game went on, and Pete had Pete Warner had a pretty good game too.
Yeah.
Is that it looked like DA wanted more speed on the field and thought that Quan, and he is a better blitzer than Pete Warner, and he played more kind of like as the second half went on in blitz packages and coverages and things like that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And can you just think about that? Like, how great of a problem that is to have, bro?
Oh, that's an awesome problem, bro. The Saints
got options at linebacker. I can't fathom.
Man, it just makes you pissed off at some level, though, man. It's like they got a team, bro.
Yes.
Like, even with the wide receiver issues, which we've covered ad nauseum. They got a team.
They do, bro. It's the Saints have a team, not offensively, right?
No.
But the Saints have a team that most people were saying the Broncos had before the season.
Right. Exactly.
Like they got the defense. At the time, the Broncos had, Jerry Jeudy, Noah Fant, Melvin Ingram, Cortland Sutton coming back from injury. We're just like, oh, they can just get some good quarterback play. Like, they'll be dangerous. I think the Saints are that team, except they don't have as much help offensively, but because they have a great offensive-minded coach, it makes up for a lot of it.
Yeah, he's somewhat quarterback-proof, this team.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but not to the point where, like, they can just throw in anybody, but I think there's a baseline of production that they could get out the offense, regardless if it's Taysom, Simeon, or Jameis, or maybe even Ian Book. But it's just kind of like a baseline. Like, I could get this much out of the offense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the team is still a defensive team where they have to. We lead with the defense. Put it like that.
Absolutely, and it's not even particularly close. Trying to think if there's anything else, man. I think we really hit on it all. But let me just say this as a fan: just relish this win. Just relish it. Enjoy it. If you're listening, if you're still on that euphoric feeling, keep it going. I truly believe this win top 5 win in Sean Payton's career as the Saints head coach.
It's a great win, man.
And I don't think that's hyperbolic. I think it's that big, that much of an impressive win. Before we go though, so we're recording this Halloween night. The trade deadline's 2 days away. With what happened to Jameis and his injury, and maybe they're starting. I would imagine they're starting Taysom. Maybe it's Trevor Siemian, but I would imagine it's Taysom. Do you think that would, because of that injury, do you think that would stop them or pause them from making a move that they may have made if Jameis didn't get hurt?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because I was thinking about because like someone shout out to our Canadian fan, I believe his name is Betty. He posted and mentioned us on Twitter, and it was like an Odell, black and white Photoshop picture, and he was asking us like if we would want it. I'm like, who is throwing Odell the ball, bro? And so that's the question. And then the other part of that is, and again, we as fans feel terrible what happened to Jameis. He's gonna, wish him the best in his recovery. He was hyped just, in the post game on the crutches, but it really murkies next year at quarterback.
Oh, it's so murky, bro.
So now it's like, I've always had a feeling like this team's going to try to go after Russell or somebody. Like, I just had a feeling. So now I wonder, like, if their mindset flips and is like, hey, we can't be giving away draft picks now. If we, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know if the team has that much foresight, but I really thought about it as like, I wonder if that stops them from making any moves. Because I posted a couple of things on Twitter and our Discord from Alt Breer. Saints been calling for some wide receivers, bro. Like,
yeah,
they've been calling. Now, that's a step in the right direction. Is showing like they have been seeing what we've been seeing for 3 years. But I just wonder if Jameis's injury makes him say, "Hey, you know what? We're going to go what we have. We're going to hold off on giving any picks because we might try to do something in the offseason." I don't know, man. It's an interesting thing to think about.
No, it is. We're going to see the next 2 days,
Yeah. I mean, if something happens, we might have to record a fucking emergency podcast, whatever. But all that said, enjoy this win.
Good win, man.
It's an amazing.
It's a fun season, bro. I know it's like crazy and like there's some sad shit. Like I'm really sad for Jameis because
man,
seeing him together,
seeing him getting carted off, bro, and just how kind of dejected he was, just sucked. It sucked.
Everybody coming for him. Everybody loved him. Even Bruce Arians asked about him after the game. It's just like everybody liked Jameis, man. We all wanted him to succeed, and he was on his way to succeeding. Like if he was playing well in this game before he got hurt, and honestly, he probably would have ended this season with like some really nice statistics. And
yeah, man,
if Saints wouldn't extended him, somebody was gonna pay him.
Yeah, absolutely.
But now that just throws everything into question. So I just feel bad for him, but just enjoy the season, bro. It's crazy. It's unlikely. You have a good team, that's built weirdly, but it's built good enough to be in every single game they'll play this season. They're going to be in every single game this season.
Everyone, bro.
Even in the playoffs. So it's like, I don't know.
I think was it the preview pod or whatever pod I re-recording, I said there is no team, if they have to play the Saints in the playoffs, they're going to be like, oh, yeah. Like, no, bro.
No, none. As long as they stay healthy on defense and shit like that, oh, man. No question.
None. So, anyway, if something breaks, we will We will get on the pod, do an emergency episode. We have to trade deadline, anything like that. I will say, people on Saints Twitter who was just saying, like, shifting it towards Deshaun Watson. What's wrong, guys? What's wrong?
Come on now.
Come on. Enjoy this win. Bask in it. We'll be back this week. Preview show. Falcons recap. And who knows, man? It's the Saints. Nothing would surprise me. They might even, they could see them trading for, I don't know, man, just a quarterback just to have another one on the roster. I don't know, man. This team wouldn't shock me at all. That said, what a fucking win. Saints are 5-2, beat the Bucs, put 30 points on the Bucs.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man. With that, enjoy it. With that, we're out.